This is Eagle Owl, and today I will be talking about Kelee Ringo. I believe he earned the respect of the league. I will talk about it. Yes, it's official. I've been seeing all these different lists, PFF. I think I seen the NFLPA, but the official All Pro list came out, and Zack Baun was first team All Pro. And lastly, we're gonna talk about AJ Brown. He's ready to go, but let's get straight into it. All right, man. Of course, before we hop straight into it, shout out to our sponsor of the video, BetUS. Use promo code YouTube150 on your first deposit. You get a boost of 150%. The next two deposits, 125% up to $2,000. So, got to take advantage of that, right? We play the Green Bay Packers. Eagle Owl will be at the game, and easy money, easy money. But before we get into the topics, let's talk about Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts officially cleared protocol. He definitely cleared, and I thought this was like a simple thing, but there were fans and other people out there like, is Jalen Hurts going to play? And then, the media was making all these think pieces. And Jalen Hurts actually spoke about his concussion and what was the hardest thing about the concussion and just sitting out.
Just obviously being out of routine. You go through a routine every day, and being out of that is challenging. Obviously dealing with different symptoms and funny.
Have you ever suffered a concussion before?
I'm not sure.
Were you scared?
I have faith. Everything's fine.
And how long did it take for you to kind of feel right?
For me to clear protocol, so I'm great now.
You see, he missed his teammates. He missed playing the game because the Eagles got a policy. When you have like a concussion, you stay home, you stay away from the team. So all that time he was away from the team, not really doing any team activities. So it's good to see him back out there. And Jalen Hurts looked like a guy that's on a mission, man, with the all black. I love it. I like it. But it's good to hear the official word he's back. I never had any doubts. I knew like, oh, we beat the Cowboys. We clinched the number 2 seed. Why would Jalen Hurts practice for the Giants game? We literally created our own bye week. So we know, like the Eagles fans and the guys that watch Eagle Out knew the real deal. Like he can't clear protocol without practice, and we knew he wasn't going to play against the Giants. So thank you, media, for making it interesting. But no, I was wrong on this. Jalen Hurts is going to play. He is good to go. All right, so we had some all pros, first team and second team, and let's go over the list. So Saquon Barkley was first team all pro. Thought that'd be, obvious, but you got snubs here and there. My guy Andrew DeSecco put Zack Baun, but we know that's Zack Baun. They was first team all pro. So we got two guys that was first team all pro. And then you got second team AJ Brown, which is a really good thing, especially a guy that missed 4 games. Jordan Mailata, who I believe should have been first team. Lane Johnson should have definitely been first team over Penny Sewell. And then you got Jalen Carter, second team. So I'm happy for Zack Baun. I'm really, really happy. So let's get into the topics, man. I'm really happy for Zack Baun. I mean, the numbers compared to Luke Kuechly, I think he should be in the Defensive Player of the Year talk. We will see as time go on. But to me, he's been clearly the best defensive player in the NFL and the best linebacker, better than Roquan Smith, these are really good guys. Fred Warner's, those are really good linebackers. I think they were first team as well. But Zack Baun been at a different level. Everybody say, oh, is it a 1 year one? I don't know. But what I'm saying is right now, nobody's playing better ball than Zack Baun. Nobody. Look, you could say TJ Watt, but his numbers dip. I know a lot of people like Trey Henderson, I believe that's his name, in Cincinnati, but look where their defense was ranked. Hell, their defense is the reason why the Bengals not in the playoffs, right? And then a lot of people say Kirby Joseph, who's having a good year, but the Lions got the worst pass defense. But you're going to have a safety as the best defensive guy with the worst pass defense. Zack Baun is on the best defense, and you can make the case that he's the best player on that defense. He's the anchor. He's the guy. He get things going on that defense. So Again, shout out to Zack Baun. It's a real thing. Like he's really on the list. No theories or maybe he's on the list, man. He got to get something. He got to leave the whatever awards, the ESPYs, I believe. He got to leave with an award. I don't even know if I'm saying the award ceremony right. I know it's on ESPN every year, but he's leaving with an award. Definitely. But salute to Zach Bond. Probably got all his bonuses, all his incentives. You know, he definitely outplayed that contract. You know, hopefully the Eagles find a way to bring him back. Because if they don't, I won't say it's the end all be all, but that lets you know they probably really like N'Kobe Dean and Trotter Jr., or maybe they go get somebody else. Maybe they could try to make another Zach Bond. But I think Zach Bond will stay for a slightly cheaper deal. I'm not saying like just completely cut him out. A little hometown discount, I think he'll stay. I really do. I think the priority is him. I could say Milton Williams as well, depending on what we do in the draft. But I like those two guys. Maybe we find a way to bring Mekhi Becton back. I think those my top three ish, and then maybe Josh Sweat. But you got Jalen Hunt, Nolan Smith. We know what you call him, been a disappointment, Bryce Huff. But I don't want to get into that tangent because we still in it. It's no reason to talk about free agents who signed. We still in this thing today, so it's no reason to talk about that stuff. So don't let me go on the tangent. All right. But it's another guy I want to talk about is Kelee Ringo. So now a list came out who got voted in. Also, before I go over the guys that got voted in, look at this graphic of just Jeff Stoutland University. Now, this is insane, right? So this is our O-line. So Lane Johnson got 15 votes to be first team and 31 votes to be second team, right? So he made the second team. We know Jordan Mailata made the second team. But then you had Landon Dickerson, who got one vote for first team and 15 votes for second team. Then you had right guard Mekhi Becton, got one vote for first team, and Jurgens got one vote for first team and 4 votes for second team. So literally everybody on the O line at least got a vote, at least a vote for an All Pro year. So that means Jeff Stoutland is doing his thing. But let's go over some guys outside of the O line who got votes. Now, to me, this list was crazy because you got Cooper DeJean, who finished third amongst slot cornerbacks and voting third. He was almost an All Pro. Then the other Eagles that got a vote, Cam Jurgens, we went over Landon Dickerson, Mekhi Becton, N'Kobe Dean, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, Quinyon Mitchell, and the one that was the most surprising was Kelee Ringo. Kelee Ringo got votes to be an All-Pro on special teams. Now, that has been going it's been extremely underrated how great Kelee Ringo been on special teams. I'm starting to think he's starting to gain that respect from the league because, again, for you to get votes or even a vote, that's really good in the right direction, especially he's the future. So he's showing it on special teams that's only going to give you shots, with the defense. And Kelee Ringo, he's a guy to watch going into next year because I don't know what we're going to do with Isaiah Rodgers. Well, I love to keep him, absolutely. Anytime Isaiah Rodgers' number is called, he answered for sure. But if he go to another team, they give him a real shot to start. Maybe he go to that other team and also get paid because of the stuff he showed on film. And if that happens, I think I'm cool with Kelee Ringo. I think I'm cool with him being that second option because from year one to year two was a jump. Let's be honest, it was a complete jump. So I think he's only trending upwards. And again, man, to take on that role, not to be sour about it, I'm going to be the best gunner out there. And that's exactly what Kelee Ringo did. But he's definitely earning the respect of the league. He's earning the respect of the coaches. And I'm telling you, man, training camp, he's going to be the guy to watch. So shout out to Kelee Ringo. I know it was a narrative going around that I don't like Kelee Ringo. I never did not like Kelee Ringo. I just thought at the time he's just not better than Isaiah Rodgers. Like I still think that now, but it would be a real conversation going into the following year. Like who's going to start on the outside between, Kelee Ringo and Isaiah Rodgers, especially if Kelee Ringo take his game up to another level, or hell, even if Isaiah Rodgers here, or not. So we will see. But again, Kelee Ringo, he's doing his job. He's doing one hell of a job. So I know he didn't get in, but I still want to say congratulations for even getting a vote, for even being recognized. So that's a really good step in the right direction for Kelee Ringo. But let's get into this last topic of AJ Brown. I know there was a little concern about him by his knee, but I've been talking about this for a while. If you watch my videos, I'm like, yeah, AJ Brown been dealing with a knee injury. Not sure how serious it is, but it doesn't seem as serious. It seemed like very minor. And even AJ Brown talked about it like everybody's banged up around this time. And let me just play the clip.
I'm not getting a chance to play inside last year. Is this any more meaningful? Is this something you've been waiting for?
No, absolutely, absolutely. I know I'm banged up, but everybody is, but I gotta be out there, And so, giving my all, playing for my teammates, the city. Felt miserable last year, just to let it go like that, and I couldn't put my hand on it. This time had to be different. So.
This is me saying.
See what I'm saying? Like, it's the end of the season. Like, it's going to be people banged up. Hell, Devontae Smith missed practice with a tightness in his back or something like that. So it's just around that time, But the good thing, all projected starters, or basically the guys that started from week one besides Avonte Maddox, everybody's healthy. We got Dallas Goedert back, AJ Brown back. The whole old line we know is healthy. Jalen Hurts is back. Saquon been healthy all year. You go to the defensive side, everybody's there. Quinion, Darius, CJ Gardner-Johnson, Reed Blankenship. Like, we're not dealing with nothing major where as though a guy got to miss a game. We're not dealing with that. Everybody's here. And sometimes it comes down to who's the healthiest going into the playoffs. We know the Bucks dealing with some Washington. I think they dealing with minor. I actually think their team is healthy too. Nothing too major. I think it's something on their O-line. I could be wrong. But for the most part, Washington is healthy. But then even when you look at Detroit, the number one seed, you look at that defensive side of the ball, not really that healthy. Montgomery is making a plan on coming back, but again, he's not really that healthy. Minnesota, we know they lost their left tackle the beginning of the year. Not the most healthiest team. So a lot of these teams is coming into this postseason banged up. Whereas though when you look at the Eagles, yeah, you got some minor stuff here and there, but for the most part, completely healthy and ready to go. But again, shout out to AJ Brown, letting people know his status. Of course, we banged up, but we ready to go. And hey, man, what do you think? How do you feel about all the news? AJ Brown, Kelee Ringo, Zack Baun, the All Pros in general, who was snubbed. Again, shout out to BetUS for sponsoring this video. Again, code U2150. Make that deposit, man. But this is Eagle Al. I'm out.